According to the White House, on September 15th, 2015, your country is all that you know. It's where you've loved all your years, and it's where you've lived. And imagine one day when all your sense of security is ripped from you without warning or without cause. Your country starts having a civil war and and you don't recognize your country anymore. It becomes a crucible of your greatest fears, and you're forced to flee from your country, so you become a refugee. The U.S. should take more responsibility in taking in refugees. First, because of the problem of the refugee crisis. Second, the cause of the refugee crisis. And third, the solution to the refugee crisis. So, the problem of the refugee crisis is a major concern in the news. I see it all the time, and you're either against it or you're for it. According to Mercy Corps on February 5th, 2016, more than 50% of Syrian refugees are children who've lost everything. They've lost families, they've lost friends. They can't go home to happiness. They just see war-torn world, and they need somewhere to go. So, according to CNN, on April 18th, 2016, there are 59.5 million refugees and displaced people. Most of them are Syrian refugees, but there are some from other countries. And what is the causes of the refugee crisis? It's mostly war. And according to Global Giving on May 13th, 2016, since 2011, there has been a civil war against the Syrian government and the Syrian opposition forces and ISIS. They have caused all these refugees, and these refugees don't have anywhere to go. And in other countries too, according to CNN on April 18th, 2015, there's been 15 civil wars in Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. They all have wars that cause refugees, but not as much as Syrian refugees, like the war in Syria. So there's kind of a solution. According to the White House on September 15th, 2015, the U.S. has provided $4.5 billion in the financial assistance of the refugee crisis. The U.S. has been trying to help the refugees, and I think that's a great idea. According to the Rescue on December 9th, 2015, you can sign a petition to help call out the elected officials to try to convince them to help in the refugee crisis. And according to CNN, President Obama is trying to bring in at least another 10,000 refugees to America and give them homes. This is a great idea. We can help out the refugee crisis, and they really need it. So, in conclusion, the U.S. should take responsibility for taking in refugees. First, the problem of the refugee crisis. Second, the solution, or the cause of the refugee crisis. Third, the solution to the refugee crisis. So what if we had a refugee crisis in America? I think we needed help, and we should help other refugees and bring them to a safe home.